To our channel. Today is actually April the 24th, 2017, and today's episode is actually the reading of the week episode. I did an episode earlier about how to actually use a pendulum, and this is the episode I said I was going to do today. I haven't did an episode in a while, at least 2 weeks, because like I said before, it was my birthday and I was sick, but now my voice is back so I can talk. Um, but this card reading is if you know how I do card readings, I actually let you use your own intuition for you to pick the card that Spirit is trying to give you a message from. So the first card that I pull is actually the card of the day, and that's the card for everyone. Then I will actually have 3 or 4 cards laid out, and then you will use your intuition and ask your spirit guide what card is for you. And whatever card you're drawn to first is the card that's for you. And you can pick more than one because sometimes you need more than one message from spirit, but at least pick at least one. So let's get into it. So these right here are the cards. These are the cards you're going to pull with your own intuition. And this right here is the card of the day. So let's see what it says. The Animal Kingdom. It says, animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. So this is the card of the day, and the card of the day is the message from the Animal Kingdom. And I think this card does justice for today, because even though today is the 24th, April the 22nd was actually National Earth Day. So happy birthday Earth, happy birthday Mother Gaia. So we need to acknowledge our spirit animals. We need to acknowledge our pets. You might not be a person that really like animals, but animals are still our companions. Like the card said, they have been here with us to the beginning of times. They've been our companions. They've helped us hunt. They've helped us, gather. They've helped us with just companionship in general. I have a house full of pets. For the ones that I already know, for the ones that don't, I have a snake. I have 2 cats, and I have a dog and a parrot, a blue and gold macaw. So I love animals. I went to school for vet tech. Went to school for wildlife and fishery. I love animals, always have, and so they really hold a special place to me. And we also have, we need to acknowledge our spirit guides. This right here is a message from spirit, and this is the Animal Kingdom. We have spirit guides that are trying to get in contact with us, that are trying to show us that, it's time for us to walk into our gifts, walk into our faith, walk into our true self. And for us to do that, we need to acknowledge what spirit guides are calling on us, what animal guides are calling on us to be our spirit guides. And whatever animal it is, it's a meaning for that animal. Like I have several of them. And some of them are, for healers. Some are for people that are healers, like snakes are the spirit guide for healers. You have bats. You have all animals, and they have their own meaning. You can always go look online and look up the meaning of that spirit guide of that animal. And sometimes it's because you're going through a transition in your life that animal has came to you, and they're guiding you on that transition. And some of these spirit guides will not always be in your life. Some will be there forever, and some will be there for a season. Just like we have friends that are for season, we have souls that comes in like soulmates that are there for a season, and some that are there just for, for a lifetime. And some of these spirit guides that we have are always with us, and they're here to help us in every transition in our life, and every step that we take. We have spirit guides helping us, and they're human spirit guides, they're guardian angels, they're animals. And this card right here is just telling you the animal kingdom is there. Pay attention to nature. Pay attention. Your spirit guides might be trying to talk to you. Your animal spirit totems or guides might be trying to talk to you. For example, if you see an animal often, or you see the word of this animal a lot, or if you see it in a dream or in movies, and just know that probably is your spirit guide. You can actually ask them to come to you in your dream. If you want to know your animal spirit guides, ask them to come to your dream. Ask them to show their stuff to you, and they will pick you. You do not pick the spirit guide. They will pick you, because there's a reason why they pick you. And so when they pick you, that's your calling. Sometimes it's a calling. Sometimes you're transitioning from one life to another. And so just know that these animals are here to help us. And this right here, this card really hits home for this week, because it is the week of Earth Day, which was April the 22nd. So this right here is a card from Mother Nature. This right here is a card from Gaia. This right here is a card from animals, from life, from the animal kingdom, telling us that they're here to help us. So that's all the animals are trying to tell us, that they're here to help guide us. And as you can see, this card that you see the dog, you see the bunny rabbit, you see the cat, the snake, the butterfly, the parrot, the dove, the turtle, and you see I think it's a lizard on there as well. But you see fish, you see all the different animals, and they're here with us. They are a part of us. We are a part of them. We are all one. We're all attached to one entity, and that is source. That is the source of all creation, the universe. Whatever you want to give it, we're all spiritually connected, we're all physically connected, we're all, connected, and we're just connected in general. And so just know that these animals are here to help us spiritually, here to help us in our everyday lives. When I'm down and about and I have my pets that are with me, they lift our spirits up. They're really good if you're dealing with depression to have pets. You deal with depression, deal with anxiety. Pets are good. I mean, they're scientifically proven to help you with these issues. They also are good at picking up on different diseases that people have. I know you probably know that dogs can sniff out cancer in people. People have animals for assistance if they have seizures, and if they're disabled. So animals are here. They're our helpers. I mean, they exist on another realm. And also too, this card could be for someone that lost a pet as well. They're probably telling you that they're here with you as well. Our animals that pass away. I talked to a neighbor earlier today. We were talking about our beloved animals that passed away. She had a dog that passed away, and so I have a cat that passed away as well. And so they're here with us. Just know, just like our other relatives and loved ones, they're here with us, and they're always with us. Like my cat that passed away, that was one of my soulmates. And so pretty white cat named Snow White. And so he came to me one time in this house. He actually didn't before, but since I moved to this new house, he actually came one time. And in my old house that he passed away in, I used to always hear the litter box, somebody scratching at the litter box, and I thought it was my other cat. My other cat would be right on the bed with me, and I'm like, okay, that's Snow White in the litter box letting me know that he's here with us. So our animal spirit guides, our pets that pass away, they're always leaving us signs, letting us know that they're here with us. So just know and believe that we're getting messages from the spiritual realm, from the animal kingdom, and they're not on the same plane with the actual human realm of the spiritual realm. It's kind of hard to explain, but when I do journey and travel, it's different realms to the other side, and they're on more so with the plant kingdom and that kingdom of the realm of the spiritual realm. But just know and believe that they're here to help us, here to guide us, giving us messages. And don't be afraid if you see your spirit animals in nature, like if it's a snake or something and might have a spirit animal, it's a snake. Don't be afraid of them. Just don't be a fool. If it's a poison snake, don't be a fool, but don't be afraid of them. For me, when I see my spirit animal, I try not to kill it. I try not to hurt it. It just depends on like if it's poison or something and I can't, get it away from the surrounding area that I'm in or whatever. But I try my best to not hurt my spirit animals. They're giving us a message, they're telling us something, it's a reason why. And I've grown to be comfortable with my different spirit animals. Some of them are animals that exist now, some of them are not animals that do not exist anymore. That are for some maybe not real animals, but they were real animals at one point in time. But for some people don't believe in phoenix and dragons and stuff like that, but they existed. They are in the animal realm as well, but they're here with us. So that's the card of the day. So since we pulled the card of the day, let's see what your message for yourself is, your actual message that the spirit is trying to give you personally. Like I said, the way I go by this, you use your own intuition to pick the card that you need to get a message from spirit. So, excuse me. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to take a couple deep breaths in and out. Now, I want you, while you are breathing in and out, I want you to ask your spirit guides, even ask your animal spirit guides, what card is for you? What is your message for this week? If it's more than one card, pick. But the first card that comes to you is the card that you need to get that first message from. So now I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to pull your card. The first card that you pull is your card for the week. That's your message from Spirit for the week. If you pull more than one card, then you have more than one message. So let's see what the cards are saying. This right here is card number 1. So if you pull card number 1, a child's love. This right, I'm sorry, my phone was actually saying something. I paused for a minute. Okay, this is card number 1, a child's love. It says the love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. And you can read that for yourself. And this right here is saying a child's love. Now this card right here, for me, I know who this card, my spirit guides are telling me this card is for someone that I know closely. Today is my little sister that passed away birthday. She would have been, I believe, 26, I believe. I'm not sure. But today is her birthday. Happy birthday. Today is my grandmother's birthday. She's still with us. So this right here card is from my mom is having a hard time today. She's dealing with her death, of course. It's been 5 going on 6 years. She's dealing with the death of her child. And so this is the child's love. This card right here, if my mom sees this video and this card, if she pulls this card, this is one of the cards that she pulls. I'm pretty sure which it will be. This will be her intuition telling her to pull this card. This card is from my little sister telling her that, you know, that she's still here and she knows that. My little sister, let me give you a little bit of story about my little sister. She passed away in a car accident a few years back. She died instantly. It snapped her neck. And actually, my youngest sister has a child now, and he's 7 months, I believe. And so when she was in the hospital, I actually saw my little sister when I was helping her deliver him. I actually saw my youngest sister, my sister that passed away, reincarnate inside of her, inside of my little nephew. So before that happened, I actually knew that she was going to reincarnate inside my nephew because she was hanging around with the rest of my spirit guides, helping guide and protect me as well. And she was hanging around, and I actually have a picture on our Facebook page and our group. There's a picture of my twin flame that passed away that he sent me, and inside the picture it's not just of him, it's a son that we had in a past life, as well as my little sister was holding that son. And so she's in that picture as well as a few more spirits and angels in the picture as well. So anyway, but she's reincarnated now inside of my little nephew. Now, with that being said, you're probably said, okay, well, she's reincarnated. Well, she's not on the other side anymore. Well, she actually still is. Actually, like we're living here in this physical body, we're still on the other side as well. So we have reincarnated so many lifetimes. We're actually ourselves or our ancestors of ourselves. It's kind of strange and kind of hard to explain, but when you're thinking about the spiritual realm, you can't think in the 3D terms. You can't think like the way that we think, like so black and white. And so it's so many different shades of gray, and so many different shades of everything that it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. But we have a higher self. Just know this: we have a higher self. So when we get in contact with our higher self, that our higher self is actually our self that's on the other side still. So we're still always connected with our loved ones. And when we do see our loved ones in dreams and stuff like that, they are communicating to us. They're communicating to our higher selves. We're always connected. We're always connected to source. So my little sister, even though she's reincarnated in this lifetime to do what she's supposed to do in this lifetime inside of my little nephew, she's still on the other side as well. Just like we're here physically in this form, but our higher self that we talk to, that we can have a relationship with, to be able to tap into our abilities and be able to learn more and become more with source energy, is on the other side as well. So we're always connected in general. I mean, we always think of death as the end. It's not. It's just another form. It's just our true form. Our true form is a soul, and our soul is always connected. Let me give you a way to kind of look at it. Because I did a channeling before, and this is one day I was channeling. I had so much information coming through, and I haven't really told a lot of people about it. Some people that I know that I'm close to, mom thought I was going crazy because it was just so much. I feel like a mad scientist. But one of the models that I was writing when I was channeling all this information down was kind of like, think of source energy, God, whatever you want to call the mother of all creation, the father of all creation. Think of source energy as this big energy. Just think of it as it's just complete energy and that just goes on forever. And we are a part of Source. Source lives in us, we live in Source. So we just think of us as a fraction portion of Source. Source energy runs through us. So we're actually it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm visualizing it and how I'm trying to explain it to you guys, but I don't think I'm doing a good job. I would try to, if I don't do a good job trying to explain it to you guys, I would try to write it down and explain it to you the way I wrote it down when I actually wrote it down when I was channeling. But we are a part of Source, so think of it as a computer. Think of Source as a computer, and you have little chips in that computer. And so just think that our physical self is like a hologram of a portion of Source. It's kind of hard to explain, but I kind of hope you get my drift of what I'm saying. But I will try to explain it in a later date when I actually do an episode about that. But this right here is actually, I'm going way off topic now. The card reading. So that was the card for whoever picked card number one. So the first card was the Animal Kingdom of the day. That was the card of the day. This right here is whoever picked card number one, A Child's Love. So that was card number one. Turn that back over. And I will put all of them up at the end so you can see all the cards at once. This right here is card number two. You are not alone. Okay. These cards right here today are really speaking out for my mom because she lost her daughter, of course, like I said before. These cards are really, really coming out. It says you're not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So as you can see, this person right here is probably having a hard time in the card and, really missing their loved one. And they just don't know that their loved one is right there beside them. They're right there when you're thinking about your loved ones, or if a song comes on, or you get, like little messages that you might just overlook. Those are your loved ones talking to you. Our loved ones talk to us, telepathically, and that right there is that internal voice inside of us. Their voice sounds like our internal voice. So the thing is, when you're awakening and you're going through all this, you have to learn how to be able to tell the difference between your own intuition, your higher self, your spirit guides, your loved ones, other spirits that you're talking to. I mean, all of this comes in, if you're clairaudient, as your internal voice, but you have to be able to tell the energy of those voices. And so that's one thing that I'm starting learning myself too. I'm learning between myself, my higher self, my twin that I talk to all the time, my spirit guides and things like that. And I'm also now, I ask my spirit guides, because I want to be more fluent in my abilities, on to be able to pick up spirit when I'm out and about, so I could deliver messages for people. But I haven't got to that point yet that I'm confident in myself yet, and I know that I'm going to get there. I am claiming it. I am getting there. But I feel like my twin left me for a reason, and we are helping people, and whatever way I'm supposed to help people, I need to open up and do that. So anyway, this right here, this card is just saying that you're not alone. Our loved ones are always with us. They're here with us. Like on today's that's their birthday, or that if they passed away, they're really here with us because they know that we really are yearning them and we really miss them in their presence. But just know that they're here. You probably can't physically touch them. You probably can't physically, see them. But you can always ask them to come to you in your dreams. Ask for messages. Like I said before, write down your dreams. They'll give you messages in your dreams. Ask Archangel Jeremiel for help to be able to remember your dreams. And so, just don't believe that your loved ones are here. And that right there is the card number two for people that pull card number two. So you're not alone. Trust and believe that. This right here is card number three. Relationships. It says relationships are just mirror images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So as you can see, this card right here is for someone that might be going through some relationship issues. They might have, it might not even be your romantic relationship. It might be family relationship. It might be your relationship with, co-workers, or it might be actual relationship. You might be going through some things in your relationship. And so, this right here is just saying everything in our life happens for a reason. Every relationship that we are in, even relationships that are toxic to us, those karmic relationships. And so, yeah, those relationships, those twin flame relationships, that are for soul growth, those soulmate relationships, those family member relationships, you might be going through a relationship issue right now, or you might not be. It's just saying, this card is saying that everything is for our soul growth. And if you're in a bad relationship, or you're going through things in your relationship with someone, if it's romantic or not in nature, know that it's a reason for that. Ask your spirit guides, ask your higher self, what is the reason? What is the lesson for this? If you're in a abusive relationship, you need to get out of that relationship. And if you don't, get yourself out of these relationships, that when it's time for these relationships to be over with, you're just going to constantly repeat the same thing. You're going to be going through the exact same thing until you learn your lesson. We do not graduate to the next stage in our life until we learn our lesson. So, it might be time for you to grow. And if you're stuck in that relationship and you will not let go and you will not move on, you will not be able to grow into the next chapter of your life. So, it's time for you to let go of those toxic relationships. And if your relationship is not toxic, and if it's a good relationship and you might just be on the outskirts, might be just having some relationship issues, because no relationship is perfect. No, it's a reason for that. What is the reason? Ask your higher self. What is the reason why we're going through this? Talk to your companion, talk to your lover, talk to your friend or whoever, and find some kind of, compromise and see what's the issue. Sometimes it's just a lack of communication. Sometimes it's, people having a wrong understanding about things. But this right here card is a relationship card, and this card is for someone that's going through something. And just know that, this right here is telling you that everything happens for a reason. It's a reason. It's for you to be able to understand and discover that reason. And so, like I said, ask your higher self. If it's your twin flame that you're having issues with, actually, talk to your twin flame. If you're not having, actual conversation in, 3D form, talk to your twin flame in 5D, talk to them in your dreams. And so, because we're always connected with our twin flames, and even if your twin has passed away, you can always talk to them. I know some people, I know I have someone inside of our group, she said her twin flame has not been there for her. She feels like he's disconnected. They're not disconnected from us, trust me. They're always with us. Sometimes they will actually step back so we can do the soul work. They're doing their part on their side. It's time for us to do our part on this side. There's only so much they can do to help us. So if it's something that we're doing and we're not, growing to the point that we need to grow to, then, they will stop. They will put the brakes, and they will just be like, no, you can't, I'm not going to interact anymore until you get to that next level. And so me and my twin, we had this little thing or whatever that I would kind of like, ask for get a reward after I graduate to another level of my understanding. And so we haven't really did that in a while, but yeah, we used to do that. And so, but at first I used to always see him, and like now, like I don't really see him. I feel him all the time. Like I feel his presence. He's always with me, but I used to see him more, and like now I see him every blue moon. But it's a reason, and it's a time and a place for everything. And so I was becoming so reliant on seeing him all the time that I would block out me talking to my other spirit guides and talking to source and all that stuff and the archangels. And so he stepped back because I needed my gifts to grow, and I need to be able to grow in my gifts and my abilities to be able to talk to the other side and talk to other higher beings of light. That he backed back so I wouldn't stunt myself. And so yeah. And so with that being said, our loved ones, are here to help us. Even these people that we have these toxic relationships with, these are karmic mates. We are in this for a reason. You have to find that reason and get yourself out of there so you can move on to the next chapter in your life, because we're not meant to live a horrible life. We're meant to be able to live this life, learn from it, grow, and evolve. And our soul, when we reincarnate, we take up on this duty to reincarnate, to be able to learn, and for our souls to be able to grow. So when we go back on the other side, we reincarnate so many times until we finally feel like we've learned our lesson, and we finally, we come from true love, but we come to reincarnate so we can really learn how, because our source loves us unconditionally, and we know that, but we learn how to learn how to love unconditionally ourselves, even though we already know. It's like kind of like when we reincarnate, we're learning so many different lessons we want to learn in life. And some of those lessons are we have to go through hardships, and some of them we don't. And some of them, it's just a matter of us manifesting what we want into reality. Just don't believe we have source in us so we can manifest whatever we want. So if you want this good relationship or whatever, manifest that relationship. You can't change someone else, but you can change yourself. And if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not meant to be, it will not be. You will, if it's a relationship, romantic relationship, ask source to send you the right person for you, and source will send you the right person for you. So that right there is card number 3, relationship. So you can see it again. And let me go to card number 4. This is card number 4. It says, hello from heaven. This deck right here, these cards today really, really hit home. And this right here card, I know it really hit home for my mom because it has a dragonfly on there. And I will tell you, it's really symbolic for my mom, a dragonfly, and why it's symbolic for her. But this card says, hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world wants to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. So my mom is going through this. She's having a tough time with my sister's death, and even though it's years later, you never, of course, get over your child's death, and you never get over death in general. But you just learn how to live here without them physically being here. This right here, like the dragonfly, like I said, the dragonfly is really symbolic for my mom because my mom, when my sister passed away, she's always sent her dragonflies, and so that's really symbolic for her. And so this right here card is showing you that our loved ones send us signs as far as feathers. They send different animals like butterflies, dragonflies, pennies. Also you see a rose on here as well. They will send us signs. You just have to pick up on them. You cannot just say whatever, this isn't really a sign, it's just a penny on the ground or just a feather. No, your loved ones, angels, they send us signs. But we have to be able to pick up on it. We have to really trust and believe that these are signs. We can't just say, okay, whatever, this is crap, because it's not. When you think that way, you only really see part of the picture. You really don't see a lot at all. When you have a closed mind, you don't get the whole picture. And for you to be able to communicate with your loved ones on the other side, you have to have an open mind, and you have to be open to that. Our perception is a big thing. If our perception is closed, we will not pick up on the signs from our loved ones. And if our perception is open, the more we open our perception, the more we can communicate with spirit and talk to our loved ones. Because like I said, we're always connected to them because our higher self is always on the other side. And so this right here is just a hello from heaven saying that, hello, loved ones, I'm here with you. I'm sending you signs. I'm letting you know I'm here with you. I know that you're going through this tough time. I know I'm not physically there with you, but I'm letting you know that I'm here. Just know and trust and believe that I'm here with you. And so this card right here is for someone that has lost someone, and it's telling them that I've sent you signs in your dreams or physically, and I'm here with you. So this right here, these cards right here really hit home for my mom because my sister, even though she has reincarnated in my little nephew, she's actually still here as well. We're still there. I mean, I did a post earlier that talked about it was about us being connected over there while we're here, when we reincarnate, and when we're over there as well. So we're always connected. I'm trying to put these cards up so you all can see all the cards. We're always connected to source and to spirit. But these right here are the cards. This right here is the card of the day. I'm going to put it back up so you can be able to see it yourself. I'm going to go over each one of them again. That's the card of the day. This right here is the card. If you picked card number 1, it's kind of hard to see that one with the light and the red. But I did read them. So that's card number 1. This right here is card number 2. And like I said, you might have picked more than one card. And so that spirit telling you that they have more than one message for you. And actually, I believe this whole deck, I could have just pulled this whole deck for my mom pretty much. This whole deck pretty much spoke to her. So I'm going to tell her about this card reading so she can see this or whatever. This right here was really, I guess, my spirit guides let me do this reading today for her and for whoever else that might be going through whatever these cards I actually saying. If it's either your loved ones have passed over or relationship issues, or just knowing that you have that love between you and your child, even the child that's still here physically. And so this is the last one. Yes, it's kind of hard to see some of it, these are all the cards. And these are your cards for the week. Card of the day is from the Animal Kingdom. And these are your cards for your personal reading. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, leave a message. Make sure you go and like our Facebook page. Make sure you go and check out our website. I have to get back on the website and do some more articles. I haven't done them in a while, but we'll be back on there and do some more articles. I have a lot going on in my mind, like what I want to start doing, and so I'm just trying to get myself together to start doing those things. But we'll be back with another video at a later date. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Peace and love. You all have a wonderful April the 24th. Bye-bye.